God damn. So freaking close. So freaking close. I was aiming. Ah, yeah, we're live. Okay, it was very close. I was aiming to be at 4 minutes and 20 seconds, but anyway. So we are 4 minutes away from the release of the official leaks from Solo Leveling and Rise and all that jazz. So I wasn't expecting to actually cover this or wanting to stream or whatever, but I just so happen to have the time off when the live stream is coming up. So instead of just watching the big boys, YouTubers, I'm gonna just go ahead and collect myself and collect my thoughts. Now, before that information is released, I know that the freaking lazy, good for nothing, French dog, Alpha Leaker, for example, is just releasing information about what is to come. So, for example, you see anyone else, I don't know, Saf is one. That goes, for example, to his live stream saying you can actually see what is going to be the perks of Leonard. So I want to actually come and see, because there are some things that are going to change. The question here is, what exactly is going to change? So, no thanks. What is it? Not that it's live somewhere. Now, putting this stupid fucking thing lives right over there is really confused the shit out of anyone. I don't know which one is the one that fucking hell. I don't. Son of a bitch. 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 7 days, 10 days. Watching. This is stupid nonsense.
I ordered 200 hand.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, so I'm gonna go and see because there are some things that have to change. Now, I have been paying attention to Hansami's perk, and I do not like that at all for many reasons. One, because she doesn't give you what a support is required to give you in order to have a good support for the win team. So what I have seen and what I keep seeing is that Leonard is self-sufficient to the point that Hansami can be used because freaking Hansami because Leonard is self-sufficient, if you put it that way. So there are some things that are caught in my eyes. One of those things is, you have Leonard stuff over here. Not just the gems, which just give you a 0.5% maybe, because I believe the max is 4% with the tier 5. Now the tier 6 is 1.5. I don't know. It all depends because I still don't know how many freaking spaces you actually get. But I want to check something here because where is it? I know I saw it somewhere. Million wind DPS question mark. What this is bringing to my attention is that maybe these little girls over here are gonna be some kind of SSR hunters, but just like the weapons that we have sometimes for the SSR hunters, they might be also in the same category of the SSR, but for the point that you can actually get a lot. Not the A5 anymore because just the bow we got it to A2, A3 max, but it's not the best, but it's usable. So if you have a few of these girls, they may actually fill the hole of the supporters that you don't need. But the question here is what kind of class they are. Class 1, class 2, class 3, no idea. Because somebody's wondering about the class, is that I don't even know how to explain that right now. But that is something that is caught my attention. We have also perks for the big boy as well, and I see that paralysis is quite good, and he also increases his power gauge. That's what I keep saying about Hansami. Hansami was modeled for the rabbit lady, and the rabbit lady doesn't require to build her own freaking power gauge. It's a mess. My brain have it all calculated.
Honorable death is better than a shameful life.
Right.
I will hold myself accountable with this power. With this power.
The reason that knowing this is because I know that he is at least Covenant. It's a good addition to the game, but when it comes for the other 5 ladies, I don't believe I'm going to stick at least to have my impressions. But he's the number 12 in the entire world. Was 12? No, yeah, there was 11, but it's 12. Most powerful hunter in entire world, which doesn't matter because if the next is a little lolly and is also win DPS, we obviously know that the next win DPS is going to have more perks than the one that we already have. So that's something to have in mind. Let me actually pay more attention to this.
Take responsibility.
Because the paralysis is good. So he's a brawler. Yeah, just like the manhwa, he's a brawler. I like that he actually puts things together. So you have a big group in front of you. Whoops. You have a good AOE, at least to some degree. I wanted him to be like Gato when it comes for the EOE, but this works well. I assume that's the core. No, that's good. And I assume that's the second skill. Either way. Yes, indeed. Brawler mage. Alright, so we're gonna be married to this guy for the next 3 months.
I will hold you.
Ultimate skill. Oh. Yeah. He is the Goto of Germany, you put it that way. So, it's a good thing that we are actually partnering with Goto. Good thing to know that we have this a little bit way beforehand, so people can actually save for this little guy over here. I'm all over for it.
With all of my strength.
I have no idea where that chairs come from, but when the Game of Thrones came out, I was just walking down 14th Street in Manhattan, and then they have the giant throne of the Game of Thrones over there. I have some pictures. It's pretty much the same thing.
Well, you're right, but it is the first update after our 1-year anniversary, so it's a whole new year for Solo. And that's a reason to celebrate.
You know what? I like that a lot, Jackie. And it does feel good to be back behind the chair. I mean, big thanks to Thomas Andre for taking my place last stream and yelling core a lot. I mean, can we get some of those in the chat? That was great.
Is it me or their heads looks giant?
Not that you guys aren't great as is, but some Jackie Wu and Thomas Andre were lots of fun to have around.
Jackie Wu and Thomas Andre. Something that I really miss a lot is having the opportunity just to fast forward to the information that I want. Either way, they're back and their head are greenish than ever. She got a haircut.
Yeah, I guess that is true. I mean, you are the system machine, but you know, oh, there's the cores in the chat. Thanks, guys. But yeah, enough reminiscing about our 1-year anniversary, although that was a lot of fun. Jackie, what do we have for today's live stream?
Okay, well, in this 10.5 update, we'll be saying Guten Tag to the first German hunter added to solo leveling Arise, Lennart Nierman. We'll also take a look at several formidable bosses, check out some nice quality of life.
She's in
improvements.
first, but it's
Of course,
actually the
if you
last.
stay until the
Only
end
as
of
they
the stream,
introduce
you
some
will get
weird
an
stuff.
exclusive Sharp live stream coupon code.
Yeah, that's right.
They might.
I just saw Payne in the chat saying I look more bald, and bald is handsome. So
I didn't want to say
appreciate
that.
That's great.
You know, I don't know if I can.
Oh,
pull
I
off the
mentioned
bald,
about their
not
head being
everybody can.
much
I
bigger,
don't think I'm
but
one of them. But before we begin
maybe it's
today,
because of the
keep in
camera
mind that everything
perspectives of how the
presented
lens
today
is
is
being
on a test
utilized.
build, and maybe
Looks
this
like the
will
lens
be
is just too
a live
close.
Update. And as a reminder, we greatly appreciate when you
So you
like our
warp your
streams
head if you
and
put it that way.
subscribe to the channel, as it helps a lot with the algorithm. We are so close to 100,000.
And looks
subscribers
like
on YouTube.
someone
I think
in
we're
the
like
left
1.5K away.
didn't get the memo, but do not wear
Be very happy.
green in front of a green screen. But either way,
Lots of wonderful things to cover.
She's new
Are
here.
you ready, system?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, CM Prism?
did she just wink,
Yeah.
or she just having a?
Then without further
Spasm.
ado, let's charge right into this Humble Mage's moveset. Now, we've seen this name come up quite a bit in the chat over the past year, and we are so excited.
So yeah, Mage Wind. What is going to be the DPS Ranger? I have no idea. Maybe the direct one. I'm expecting a DPS Ranger, and I was expecting him to be an HP, but looks like the lady, which is the motorcycle lady, was a copy of Goto, and now we have trying to make a copy of Cha, in the same sense when it comes for paralysis and power gauge, but yeah, that's the reason he's no HP. So I'm waiting for the Ranger HP to be the next DPS, at least the
Excited to
dark
finally
one.
add Leonard Neerman to the playable Hunter roster. Unlike last stream's super egotistical and self-absorbed Thomas Andre, Leonard is a true gentleman and a scholar, almost humble to a fault, a wonderful big brother. Leonard Neerman is canonically one of the strongest S-rank hunters we've added to the game, aside from the national level hunters.
You know, that's honestly, Leonard Neerman basically looks like me and is me, right? Like super
Is you?
humble, like probably the most humble person I know is me. So
Assistant,
I mean,
cut the audio.
I think like really
Double
if
audio.
there was a solo leveling Arise live action make, don't you think they would try to cast me as Leonard Neerman?
I feel like you could fit the role for sure.
Yeah,
Should they
excellent
try,
voice
or
as
would
well.
You make them. That's the real question.
I think I would make them because of who I am. You know, they'd be like, I can't think of anybody else, so
Sure.
in turn, I'm making them. But
I mean,
let's go into this.
You can fix the audio in post, or you can fix the video in post these days.
Anyone who actually speaks German.
Alright, so welcome to the meat and potatoes of this thing. I know the leaks and all the information is related, but there are some things that can change and will change because these are developer nodes. The only thing that sucks about these streams is that you don't have the percentage when it comes for the skills. So Leonard hurls mana at these enemies, blah blah blah. We saw that already. Elemental damage that scales with the defense. So he's a defense skiller. We know that for facts. Support skills, wolves, wolves prank. Either way, Leonard slashes, wind deals elemental damage. Skills inflicts airborne, powerful mana imbues, blah blah blah. Career attacks deals wind damage. Yes, airborne. When you use this skill, there's an enemy within 5 meters. They immediately attack the enemy. Okay. When the user uses this skill, if there is an enemy within 5 meters, they immediately attack the enemy. They immediately attack the enemy. Okay. So he summoned wolves. Deals wind elemental damage that scales with user defenses. Linear charges up briefly before slashing forwards and sky upward. The hell is going on here? Okay, whatever magic that is running is going to go straight to anything that is 5 meters close to him. So that actually helps with the AOE, area of effects. QTE, Nash Wolfens. Leonard twirls in a sliding motion and then perform a mana based punch. Okay, we saw that beforehand. I want to see which one is the one that he collects everyone and put it onto a plate and then just smash them. That's the one that I'm looking for. Deals wind elemental damage that scales with the user defense. Then this skills hits. It inflicts the airborne effects. So nothing here that has calling my attention so far. Let me move forward here. That's my favorite part of these streams. I can just go forward.
Someone who doesn't know German, that sounded very German and proper. So
Yeah.
good job on that.
All right, well, thank you. I'll
Lift
take it.
Frusenfwagen.
All right, we got the basic combo here.
Basic attacks.
Having a good time.
So is the second
And then
skill,
let's
the one
try
that
out
rains down.
Wolf's Jäger.
And Magnus.
Jäger?
Yeah, was that pretty good?
Pretty close, pretty close.
Wait, that's the wrong thing. That was skill 1. My bad.
You were too busy
Well, it
trying
is
to figure out
interesting.
pronunciation.
That's very true. But, like, pretty cool, right? Okay, now this is the core attack here. But, like, yeah, was that
How long
pretty
did it
good?
last?
Pretty close, pretty close.
Wait, that's the wrong thing. That was.
Let me count that.
Jäger?
Yeah, was that pretty good?
Let's go.
Pretty close,
One.
pretty close.
Wait,
Two,
that's the wrong thing. That was skill
3,
1. My bad.
4,
You
5,
were too busy trying to
Six,
figure out the pronunciation.
7,
That's very true.
8,
But, like, pretty
9,
cool, right? Okay, now this is
9
this is the core
seconds.
attack here.
Okay, I want to see the core.
Cool, right?
Yes, the core attack is fast. The faster you have the animation, the more DPS you are actually managed to do. Also on the gate as well. If you have a gate code that will allow you to do the core attack for indefinitely amount of times, but with a period of 5 seconds, for example, you do a lot of damage. Granted, there is not much that you can do right now because there is just limit of 30, and you can also do 30 with your main DPS being A5 and A10 weapons and all the stuff. You need to be top tier though, because you're gonna use your shadows. But it grants you a lot of headway to do plenty of damage. I want to see that again.
Now this is the core attack here.
Bam! Like it. Let me
Very
see the
true.
damage here.
Like pretty cool, right? Okay, now this is the core attack here.
Bam, okay, so that's 3%. And I want to see how much damage does the first skill does during the time of
Pretty
event.
close, pretty close.
Wait, no, that's the wrong
So you got
one.
9 seconds to
Too
do.
busy trying to
Yeah,
think about
yeah.
the pronunciation.
That's very true. But, like pretty cool, right? Okay.
14. So you did 14% of damage within 9 seconds.
Now this is the core attack here.
Bam. Now, how fast can you build a core attack in order to try to recreate that amount of damage? Because that's 3%. 3, 6, 9, 12. 4, 5, 15. So 4.5 core attacks is the first skill. But the duration is 9 seconds, and also it looks like you just staying there. So it's a good thing for something like dragons, because dragons are huge. And if, for example, he uses his paralysis, it will be fantastic. Although I don't know what kind of monsters have this paralysis. The problem with these things is that you get Alicia, that she uses the core attack and her skills can actually freeze, and she did. She freezes what she has to be freezing, which was Vulcan, and then the other enemies didn't get freeze. They didn't get freeze by at all, so she lost a lot of her DPS. Now he's paralyzing things, and I also check and paralyze things. So this big boy, the Juggerman, can be paralyzed, no problem. But if the next boss or whatever next bosses cannot be paralyzed, but they can be actually freeze or whatever, they are gonna lose a lot of DPS as well. So that's something to have in mind, how they can actually nerf him as well.
All right, there you go.
Alrighty, back to the skills.
Right. So his skill 1 is Fenrisson, where
Yeah. Leonard spins slash through enemies with a ring of mana. Inflicts percentage of the user's defense, deals wins elemental damage. When this skill hits, it inflicts the airborne effects. A powerful mana imbued zone remains for several seconds, dealing continuous damage to enemies within the area. 9 seconds. At least. From their air, skill 2, Linear unleashes a shower of mana towards the ground like hard-light rain. Inflicts a percentage of the user's defense. Deals wind elemental damage. When the final hit lands, knock down the target and calls down a rain of mana power that deals AoE damage for several seconds. I like what I'm seeing so far. Looks fun. Goto and this big boy right here are not gonna have any issues dealing with mobs. That's for sure. Hasimi can just go choke on a freaking carrot, but either way.
he spins and slashes through enemies with a ring of mana power. This inflicts the airborne effect and creates the mana imbued zone that remains for several seconds, dealing continuous damage to enemies. Deals.
Let me read this. Linear creates a mana duplicates of himself that charge a central point from all sides over a certain period of time. Deals wind elemental damage. When these skills hits, it inflicts airborne effects for several seconds. Continuously damage is dealt by the trail of strikes along the path the user travels while using this skill. That is a new stuff. That is new. Additional damage is dealt to whatever Leonard is walking along.
All different directions. Very exciting. Why don't
So
you
he
check
creates a
out what's
shadow
like
clone,
in the
a
game
wind
with
clone.
Sam Prism?
Something we have not seen before in
Do it.
freaking
Alright,
Naruto
I'll give you guys
universe.
a little sneak peek of the first skill here, but we're gonna use Can you say it?
Fenrisson?
Yes, we're gonna use that first.
Fenrir.
Let me see the damage again.
That one.
Oh.
Something like that.
Yes.
So
very
that-
good. And then the second one,
Okay,
one thing I
okay.
really like about Leonard Nierman is one, he looks like me, so I mean he is me. But second off, his rotation is very fast, and this is the second ability. And you can see there's a nice
You are him.
range.
Hello. Okay, that's fast. That's powerful.
And this is the one, he looks like me, so I mean he is me. But second off, his rotation is very fast, and this is the second ability. And you can see there's a nice.
You are him.
Okay, yeah, there's another 15, just 1% more because the first skill is 15%. But let me check the time again. Let me check the time one more time.
But second off, his rotation is very fast.
1,
This is the second
2,
ability.
3, 4. He can move 3 seconds. That's good.
Yeah.
The damage of FX is actually quite faster. Let me see the timing though. This is 20 seconds. That's a lot. Let me see the first one. 20 seconds for each one.
Claw. That one.
That takes time. Yeah.
Yes, very good. And then the second one thing I really like about Leonard. And this
So
is
10
what
seconds
I
for
really-
20 seconds for each.
And you can see there's a nice
You are him.
rain.
Yeah.
Him. And then let's check out Toad Symphony, which is his ultimate. Like, thought that was CM Prism for a second.
Yeah.
I think that might be the closest thing we get to a hunter of CM Prism in the game.
Can't tell how much damage was
Thing
that.
we get to a hunter of CM Prism in the game.
Let me see that again.
Yeah.
I think that might be the closest thing we get to a hunter of CM Prism in the
43.
game.
Can't tell. He disappears. But there is a trail.
Might be the closest
Yes.
thing we get to a hunter. That was CM Prism.
It's damage over time.
Yeah.
So he use it, and then you can actually do more stuff. So while you are, is he paralyzed? We cannot see the paralyzing effects yet.
Toad Symphony.
So let me see this again.
Like,
He doesn't.
that was-
What I have seen so far, he doesn't need to build his damage, just like Cha. Cha needs to build the bar. That is the problem with the freaking AI. As soon as she arrives, the AI just uses the ultimate, then she uses the second skills, wasting just all the buff that you get by using the first skill and then core attacks until you build the stuff, and then she can use the other two. Now, he doesn't just waste all that DPS, she also wasted all that mana as well. So what I've seen with Lee over here is that he does his ultimate, he goes back, he can use the other two freaking skills, he can paralyze with those two skills.
Oh, yeah.
That are around him when he's like sitting on the throne.
Very German.
Just got a little bit of like gear effects, and then he's got those.
He's gonna be, if for example you have wind and fire, he has to be in the team if you want. He can be in the team. His damage is going to be above of the fire truck, and you know what I mean when I say fire truck? I'm talking about Kanai, and guess what I'm calling her fire truck. But
The stuff that
she
is
rivals all
showing
that.
up in
He
the
rivals all that.
play That matches the hard
Just
layout.
raining,
Oh, yeah.
raining damage over here.
And then his AoE is, as you can see, really solid. So those people that use
So
Arsenal
ultimate?
Ammo's first ability and some of the Battlefield of Times, just to go through that quickly, Leonard might give her a run for her money in that little specific niche. But you can see the ultimate.
Yeah,
more
ultimate
mana
is
clones just keep
freaking
coming in.
shadow clones over here.
Yeah, he has such
I
a
don't
quick
see the
rotation,
paralyze
but long
effects.
cooldown, so I think he's really good at getting in, nuking, and getting that damage over time.
I love that the core is just freaking fast.
And then
His mana doesn't have any issues whatsoever, but this is a test and whatever. I have no idea what he is wearing. I need to see how much mana this thing is actually consuming.
Rotation, clones just keep
Is there
coming
the
in.
damage is coming down or not? Hold on, because this son of a bitch is building his
Leonard
mana
might
as
give her
well.
a run for her money in that
Oh my freaking god, mana
You can
god.
see the ultimate, more mana clones just keep
I see
coming in.
also a 12. I see 16 now. There
Yeah,
is
that's
a
such
buff.
quick rotation, but long cooldown, so I think
They
he's
just
really good
disappear.
at getting in,
But there is a
nuking,
buff
and
down
getting
there.
that damage over time, and then eventually switch. And then all the bosses are covering HP as well, and you guys will see he has a special effect for when bosses recover HP once we get to the passives.
Yeah, that's something that he is especially good at is bosses that heal themselves.
Yeah, which is a completely stupid gimmick. A boss that can heal
I
themselves.
just love looking at the effects. It's like a whole storm. If you can get them to stay in the first ability for a while, it does it. I mean,
Because as long as the boss doesn't heal themselves, what's the point of wasting your points on that? Just building the characters around that point.
Uh-huh.
So damage. Just hitting damage.
Oh yeah.
First skill, hitting the core. Second skill, damage. And then you have the opportunity, while he's off, he had the opportunity to bring the other people. So he actually dealt damage while he's not on the field either. So that's good because he's the DPS. And as much as he can actually deal the damage while he's not on the field, he just didn't finishing his job.
Alrighty, now that we've gone through a little.
What is that
tutorial
freaking
bit,
doubles backward sound?
aren't you
Fix
just-
your
okay,
sound
if
system.
it just said CM Prism, you wouldn't know the difference,
Yeah, CM Prism victory. And
right?
Screen would look the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Close enough.
Alright, now let's go on to his passive.
All right. Looking at those passive,
Yeah, that's for real. When Tits and Toads symptom, I don't know which one is that, hits, it activates the Hunter's cage, effects and grants instance of the analysis effects. Okay, when the user uses the Fengshis Ranswahan or the Kassenherhachen, fuck, they gain instances of the analysis effects. Okay, so you can get the analysis effects Activate the Hunter's Cage effects and grants instances of the analysis effects. When the Toad Symphony is... Whatever. When he uses the Toad Symphony or the other two freaking stupid skills, it gets you a cage and analysis tokens. The user's defense increases by a percentage while the analysis effect is active. Okay, so defense increases while the analysis effect is active. When the target regaining HP increases the damage linear deal with to the end by a percentage. Okay, good to know. Okay, this is odd. This is the gimmicks. I do not like that they're building in again around that gimmick, because as soon as the boss doesn't have that gimmick, the points that you have expend. There is a certain amount of points that you can actually give to a character. You got 100 points. 5 of those go to defense, 5 of those goes to damage increase, 5 of those goes to core attack, speed, and whatever. All those points diminishes. So this is something that is not something that I'm looking forward to. With the target regain HP, blah blah. Against super armor with analysis, when hits, the user loses 1 instance of the analysis effects. Stackable. So you you have super armor, but the analysis goes down. So you don't want to get hit though, even though you have super armor. But is there when the analysis effects has stacked enough times, it activates the defensive divination circle effects on the entire team. Defensive divination circle cannot lose or gain instances of analysis effects. Okay, so you cannot lose it when you already have enough stacks. Effects. Gain super armor, yes, normally. Increases the user's critical hit damage and defense percentage. So, it's not just about defense percentage, it's also about critical hit damage, which is good. He needs that. So that's good.
Toad Symphony hits it.
It's good for the A2.
And
The user's will elemental increases by a percentage, normally is 10. I want to start seeing 20. At least 15. These new characters, he's in A3, he's a class 3 character, DPS. We need to start seeing higher percentage. Using in the A3, one of his 3 skills, which is the core attack, first or second skill, increases the duration of the attack zone that's created by several seconds. So there is an attack zone, which I haven't even read that again. But when the win team's members, including the user's basic skills, the users recover when any win team members use or the user uses the basic skill. The user recovers a percentage of their AMP and their power gauge charges. That's why you have Goto here. This is actually pretty good because he needed the power gauge boost. Hatsumi was not giving jack squat about power gauge. How Hatsumi works is that when the hunter uses the ultimate, their power gauge will increase by 1% per second for 20 seconds. It's 20% for 20 seconds, which is a full rotation. Full rotation is 25 at least minimum. But you won't be able to cast the ultimate. But in the other, if any other hunter uses a wind skill, it doesn't just record the MP of Leonard. Let me read this again. When the wind team members, including the user, uses their basic skill, the user recovers a percentage of the MP. So Leonard will recover a percentage of the MP and their power gauge charge. Okay, so it's all of them. This is weird. So maybe it's just by case. So I'm talking about if they use their skills, I don't think that they recover the MP or power gauge. They will recover the MP and power gauge, but not Leonard. So it has to be in the field, is what I have in mind. Which is good for when it comes for the Black Dragon, because it's going to be in the field all the time. For the A4, for every win ally of the defense of the win team members increases by a percentage, which is freaking stupid. Because Goto is HP. The lady's HP. Hatsumi is HP. So it doesn't help the other two. He's just helping himself. This is weird. He's not supposed to be defense. He's supposed to be HP. Goto is HP. Hatsumi is HP. He's supposed to be HP. He's supposed to be increasing the HP for the other two as well. This is stupid. This is completely stupid. But it is what it is. Increases the HP of the entire teams by a percentage. Well, whatever. I did it. I was thinking about it as well. So they fix it. It's like, okay, you know, this is stupid. So they have to increase that as well. Also, Hansemi A5 has to change as well, in order to help him as well. The Hunter's Gauge effects is enhanced in the A5. The users gain several instances of the analysis effects when entering the stage. That's good. This cooldown of those symptom is
Wind team members,
increased.
including
But yes, the
Hunter,
cooldown of
who
his
is
freaking
a
skills is just too
they
high.
cover
It's
10% of
20%.
their
20 seconds, what I say.
I mean,
So what's the deal with this thing? Watch that reminds one of the responsibilities their bearer person, blah blah blah. Increases the user defense by a percentage when Frisen Hassen, Krasin Ratchen, and Thorsen Symphon Wilson Spring are used. It inflicts the paralyze effects for several seconds to enemies within 10 meters. Okay, that explains some things. Otherwise, we'll be completely overpowered. Yes, it's within 10 meters, which is good. But I hope that works for everyone, even the I don't care. It shouldn't work on the dragons, but maybe.
Some
I don't think so. The dragons are immune to any kind of time
you know,
effects.
I didn't think I needed to because I am Win.
you're like,
Blah 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 blah. Let's move
Trying to
on.
Figure it out. I don't exactly know what the best team will be. I'm gonna let all.
Choose
you guys
Higos.
in here.
This is the new.
What the best team
And core
will be.
mission.
I'm gonna let all you guys who are very good at this
Alright, this is dumbass. 180 seconds. Okay.
game help me help.
1,808
figure out the best
days.
for the team. But today we're gonna be challenging Higos here, the new boss that we have all.
Talking about weird shit, they need to give us more of these. This is next to impossible. They're giving us plenty of crystals A1s. If I have a lot of these, I will be able to craft a lot. At least, not without the sub stats, but at least I will be able to craft
new
the artifacts
boss
that I
we
want
have
to.
All brand new. And go tier 15.
Okay, so it's 120. Hansemi is 100. Goto is 100. A5, and A10 weapon. All of them are A5 and A9. I mean A10 and A9. We have defense penetration. We have defense penetration again with iron, and we have the dog combat power 1.5. 10 members 1.9. That's something that has to be in mind as well when you see stuff like this.
Great time here.
Wind.
And then, so I put Goto
Okay.
here, and obviously gonna make him in the third slot because I want him, to, do
Yeah, it
a bunch of
works.
damage here, and over and over.
So he's using these. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No. 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 Now, Obsidian is the one to go when you have something like this right now. Obsidian is the one to go. He increases the critical hit damage, and Hansem increases critical hit rate. So I believe that Goto might use the Desire, yeah. The Desire one that increases the skills of the entire team by 40%. It actually might be a good fit to these two.
And then we are going.
And Hansemi Wish,
The core,
will be-
cores.
yeah.
Again, I wasn't
Ah,
super
maybe.
sure what we are gonna do with that, but
because the Hansemi skills are not going to be spammable. That's the thing, that as long as she just uses her freaking core, at least the armor, the
put it
artifacts
together.
are gonna be
Let's
used.
See how we go. Zav says dong. Long tongues. Revived. Is this gonna be a new Dong Su? Wong Dong Su?
Yeah, we need to see what's the deal with Danzo as well.
Can you revive what has never been alive?
Oh,
So there is that
no.
Toten over there.
Oh, drag him through the mud.
Yeah,
Brutal.
I mean, homie put all that out just to lose to Sung Jin Woo in like 1 second. So
Can't deny that.
yeah.
I appreciate everyone in the chat who's supporting my attempt at the German. Thank you. And
There is no break
just
bars.
shout out to the one person who gave me some compliments.
Let me see his damage.
It was
Oh no,
a
that's
weird
damage
where
between.
sprightly colors-
Like you can already see. When I was thinking about when Goto got released, I was thinking about, yes, he's doing as much as damage as the Rabbit Lady, and people were saying, yes, I want to use the Rabbit Lady because she's 18 and all that bullshit and whatever. She is the Rabbit Lady is a class 2 first introduced hunter. It's a class 2 first rate. You might be confused about what the hell am I saying, but she was the first class 2 release, the second DPS of the Win team. The first one was Donso, meaning that her damage upon against Donso was much higher and was above Alicia again, because Alicia was a class 1 and this lady was class 2, the first one class 2. Now, in order for the class 3 DPS Wind has passed so much time that all the points that has been accumulated through all this time, he should be at least doing 4 to 5 times more damage than the freaking Rapid Lady. So you can see that Goto DPS is comparable with the Lady. All right, and you can see that just in the breakage of the totem.
But green does not show up on a green screen.
I think it makes it more fun though.
You know, I'm like partially invisible. It's fine.
Camouflage effect.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely. I gotta hide from these new abilities. This hunter
Now this is
comes
good.
for us all.
This is good.
You
Now
find
something is
yourself
happening here. There is a bar being
Mhm.
engaged. I have no idea what it
Also,
is,
if you
but it's
notice, too,
broken.
It's okay if the enemy
Handsome
gains
is here.
HP because then Leonard will deal more damage with his ability afterwards as well. So, and look at that, we already got.
It's
the
broken
ultimate back.
again.
That's what I'm saying. Like he gets in and gets out so quickly that, you know, like you might not think he's doing a lot of damage, but like all that is just that's just his damage, and I just did it in like 2 seconds, right?
Yeah, it's
So
damage over
even though
time.
He's not out for a long time. He still puts out an insane amount of damage and very quickly, which I think is super underrated in this game.
Found this
This
other
enemy just
hunter
recovers on
out
HP like
there.
5%.
Go. Look at your whole team go.
Yay!
Meanwhile, Hansame is doing nothing.
And again here.
And 17% is gonna go down fast.
Again,
This is what I'm talking about, and this is why you don't use Hansame. This is why you use the Titty Lady with this. And maybe because I need to see the percentage as well. But or maybe you don't even need the Titty Lady because of the freaking ultimate. Cause just come back how he's supposed to. Hansame is not doing jack squat. Hansame is not doing nothing here. It is all Lenny here. Good job, Lenny. Boy, I was waiting for this for a while now. Finally.
you will face it with honor.
It's been 4 months, 5 months, just waiting for the next DPS because I have Thomas in my
his
radar
story is one
for
of my
such a long
favorites
time now.
that we've worked on so far. Each little hunter comes with a little bit of new stories, and his background isn't fleshed out a ton in the original webtoon, so they put a little more.
What
work
kind of
into
clock is
fleshing him out
that?
as a character for the game, and I really like what they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing. Like, again, big shout out to all the people that work on the
This is for Goto using this one.
lore behind everything like that because
Yeah.
it adds so much depth.
I am really happy about this character actually.
Exactly. A question
This is the reason I'm actually doing this live right now. Because I won't be able to. First, I might just be working, and second, the other characters might suck nuts.
I thought it'd
Is that
be a
country?
little more
In what country did Leonard first season? You know, United States of America, Chicago, downtown, 42th Street, 69th Avenue.
especially for people who are manhwa readers or any of the other ones.
Got the last pretty hard.
Sorry. International Guild Conference.
Yeah, in the United States of America during the International Gear Conference in Chicago on the 42th Street and 69th Avenue. What the hell, guys? It was a country. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, this yes, no, Lord, and then you.
He's not just me.
As you have seen this one coming from a mile away. Take your time. Looking good, Jackie. Next.
He's here.
That's right, Leonard.
It's
is
singing stunts.
here,
Pretty
man.
good.
All right, just note that
They need to give us good freaking calls because they don't have the
at 7 p.m. PDT. So
they
make
don't
sure
have
you
the
Mhm.
Now the hunt is on with Yogamont hard mode.
quiet now for 1 second. Yeah, they don't have the Korean one, so they have to give us good codes for this instance. Oh, let me refresh my stuff.
That's right. Hard mode is here.
But let me get rid of the freaking comments. Nobody's here. Chat 69. Good. I have that complete thing on blank during all this time. So what the hell?
So it's just like
Okay, so. Oh. It just hurts. Really like Juggerman hard mode recruitment hunters to defeat the workshop of the first 1,000 will get all that. First 3,000 we get all this and 3,600. Okay, so there are 3 different tiers now. All hunters when reaching 3,000 Juggerman. So they're gonna give us stuff.
all the other workshops, like all the pre cost
And
that you like for that you. Yeah, but not because my time was incredible. That's
Oh, no, what
here
is
we
this?
go.
Wow, what is this?
Battlefield of Time, the Ant King.
That's right. Here we go.
This
We
is the
have
next
Ant
one.
King.
What is this?
The Ant King.
Is this backwards? No, what the hell is this? I don't know, but what the hell is this? So it's gonna be Ant King the next one?
That's right. Here we go. We have the Ant King.
Light
telling you
and
now,
dark.
I
It
think
should be
I
with
have
the
world
hunters.
Record on this Battlefield of Time right now. Not because only
Really,
one,
you should probably.
but I saw that I still won. You know, that's right.
My Fury is still at A0, okay?
Hopefully some I through my using with me I would be in blood. Nice, and then you get the other one to suck everything in, and new record here. I haven't found a way trying to kill, and then you have to.
This is the first time we have him on the
Thank you.
You gotta
on the
push it.
BOT. Now that I think about it, so it's gonna be a little tough
And
because he just
here,
moves too
I'm
much.
going
That's
to go
all.
into Libora, set up the little thingies here. Use my shadows.
He's gonna be
Fade
quite
out,
annoying.
Knock down, send it over here. Break extremely quickly with Grogun He, and then we go in and shred. Please, 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 please. Stop.
Yeah, if you
So,
say
15% is gonna do
that will
some
make your attacks go faster, little known
weird
fact.
stuff.
I mean, it works with core.
Slash.
Yeah.
Slash.
Yeah.
So he doesn't do the animation that you got from the Encore.
Oh, did they hear my clicks?
I was just wondering who this speed.
I know, right?
I can't wait for the other. And just now that Leonard is here, I get to prepare myself the dark DPS because that's gonna be a big deal as well.
All the people that said under 140.
The next dark and light DPS is the one that I have in mind as well. Pretty good.
100,000 core. So okay. In Korea, and as you can see here, everything.
All right, so
I'm just gonna go over to
the
as well.
gems. Show me everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
So as
6.
you can see here,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the one that we have normally. You have percentage here, you have percentage, you have MP consumption reductions, and you have precision, a lot of precision. God, dumbass. Either way, it's a dummy account, don't worry about it.
okay, except there's a second one now. So
Okay, what the hell is this?
normal. And
Okay, it's on the left top.
except
Top left. So the second one, and you
there's a
have
second one now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yes, as we expected, at least 4. And it's pretty much the same team. You have to feel the other ones. So that's 50% over there, 50% increase. We also have the new gems as well, so it's gonna be a good amount of combat power as well, which is great because when you think about the stimulation gates, you're missing a lot of combat power to tier 30. I am off the red, so I'm not on red anymore with my combat power because the max is 1.4 million, and I am 1.2. Well, no, I don't remember, but I don't remember. No, I'm not on red anymore. Something like that.
Star gem.
Because you don't have the
Here's
shadows
new
over there.
time. There's also another opening as well.
Okay, so talk to me about the
There's
new
also
tier.
Another thing here.
Yeah. Okay. So you just have a few of these. Like, I can get that like in 20 minutes.
As you can see, there's now A class, B class, C classes, so you can kind of tell.
You can tell the differences between the one that sucks and
what
one that
tier
doesn't,
your
and
files
where are
at.
the
It's
S
a little
ones
bit
then?
easier now as well. And then from here, you can also click on promotion. So
Promoted! Anyway, go back to the promotion tab, and you can see that you have A, B, C's, and D's. Why would you want to create a D? Why? Why must I cry? Why must I cry? Why? You have fragments of the scorching flames. Where did you get those? Rank 5.
there are now.
You see how the contradictory just comes into fruition. Instead of just releasing the tier 6, which should be the hexagon, pentagon that they have with the regular ones, which are these ones. They have released this as a tier 6, which is now a pentagram. Either way, the stars are more pretty.
Now
Oh, well, by the way, I need to check the files. I'm gonna check the files when a new version arrives as well.
transcendent gems as well. Kind of the similar way. So what you're gonna need to do here is basically have what you're aiming for. So say I want, over here, let's go HP.
This is gonna take
percentage
20.
gem right here.
And I believe the B gonna require less fragments to break down. Fragment what to breaking down. System of a down.
I would need to have an A rate here, and then I would need to have fragment of the.
That makes
breaking
sense
down,
now.
And you get that right.
I mean, well, 9,999. Son of a bitch playing Final Fantasy over here.
You will need a same colored gem just randomly as well, so it's like.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's okay. I have like 4,000 gems that I can use right now. I was preparing myself for these things. The first coming of Jesus.
So then I can go here, and if I had the 20 gems here, then everything would turn in.
This is 5%. So, because previously we saw the 4.5% on the leaks. Now this one says 5%, which is an increase. It is a 1% increase, which is what I was expecting, because the 0.5% was nothing. 4 new gems is that just 2%. The hell is that?
To transcendent, and it is a.
So max is 4% of the tier 5. The new tier is 5%, which is good. That is 8. That is 12% increase.
Oh,
Wow.
who said that?
Oh, I don't know. I missed it. Oh,
X.
here it is.
Okay, thank you, X. Just so you guys know, X and I got like breakfast like 3 times when we were in Korea. It was so great. It was a great. Over here now in
Okay, so we have 20, and I'm expecting to get a tiers 5 on these segments.
which is over here.
Let
now
me
in
see. So 1920. I see one over there for the weekly. Oh, there's one.
battlefield
So
over here,
show me. Click it. Click it, you little bitch.
tier 20.
Nah, we don't have it. But we have these things now, which is what you require. You can buy those things. Either. You don't even have to wait for any guess. You can buy those things. They want your money. You can buy whatever you want to. But unfortunately, and I just hope that the tier 20 doesn't have the tier 2, because that will be a complete waste.
Now,
Now it
so
goes
for
to
all
1
you
million.
red level content, it
Yeah,
won't
either
be
way,
super
doesn't matter.
hard, as, you know,
My free-to-play is
back
already
in the
1.5
hours, so
million.
under a million. But
And plus the
I
new
thought
shadow
it'd
as
be
well.
fun to go
It's gonna
and,
give me a plenty amount of combat power.
do the-
Okay.
The Fortress of Blazing Fire here.
We have you can actually see the amount of
You
trophies.
know what?
Hmm.
Let's do the Fortress
More
of
trophies, more
Blazing
power.
Fire here. And let's
This will be a time when you're gonna get like 5,000 essence stones weekly. That will be a way to behold, a day to behold.
wind, and I thought it'd be fun
With all the
to
trophies.
do the-
So this is wind, 2.1 million. Pay attention to that. And look at. He doesn't have the other 3 gems selected yet. And you have a 10, 99, 5, 2.1. That's the regular combat power that you should be thinking of. So I want to see
this.
the Jogo mount.
Okay, you know, so,
Okay, we can skip this. There is no problem.
there's
Can we?
force, I can
Is
see
this?
everything.
Is
Yeah.
there anything
You
new?
can add everything. So yeah, I'll just chill
No,
out.
no, not to you.
Let me crack.
That's just you,
Just keep.
Nothing here to
oh, and
call
you see
home for.
the new tier gem system.
So
And
let
then
me see this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still 6 gems per key. And the hell was that? I need to go back. You got 3 of those per key. I need to know how much did he use. Hold on. So it was. Let me see this.
let's do the Fortress of Blazing Fire here.
What's the red one? 1 key.
Wind,
20.
and I thought it'd be fun.
Shit. Okay, so he just uses 1 key. You get 3, and I hope that you get 3 by 1 key. So 10 keys is 30. It's a good number. It's a good
Yeah,
number.
everything. So yeah, I'll just cameraman.
And you get 6, but unfortunately you also get tier 2 gems, which is
20.
completely ass. You shouldn't get tier 2 at this point. Tier 2, like no. Because we have to wait another like 3 to 4 months for another tier, and for these little bitches to disappear. You don't require that.
we got ourselves 3 of these quirky flames.
But yeah, it's 3 per key, so you get 4 keys, 369. So you get 12. So in 2 days, you can get 1
I
gem.
think it's gonna be a pretty reasonable on getting all those transcendent gems. So you get more power.
By the way, is someone which, for example, freaking just for me, I need to just hack into his account and keep buying the freaking keys of chaos and whatever. You have not been getting the key of chaos from the crystal mana exchange.
What do y'all think,
You
everybody?
have. I don't know. You need to call a doctor. You have issues here.
Beach where.
Okay, what's next?
Thanks, guys.
Oh, they don't give you the. They don't give. Oh, fuck. They don't give you the trophies. If you finish this, you have to go back and finish the other ones as well. That is bullshit. That's a waste of keys.
And that.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do the 20s until I get my. I'm just gonna do the 20 and forget about the 1918 whatever. Unless I am close to get the next tier for the Sing Stones of the trophies. Because what I need is my tier 7,
Let's
tier
see
6
here. Okay. So we
gems.
can see here. You know. Is this brain?
When you
So extract after the storm.
Oh, look at that face.
We couldn't make it harder. This
Who
time,
were the
but
4
next
constants
time
of? Who were the 4 contestants on our first anniversary video?
stream, we will.
The hell is this?
We pain blade for you guys here, but couldn't. There's some cool type I have some here that had the caption of "Please help me, I'm lazy" or something like that.
you don't know, you're
Blah 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 blah. Give me the information now.
being love that there's
Stream channel and support him and
and coupon code in through options. Account
Fuck you,
registration
Lich.
page on our
Answer my
website.
challenge, little bitch. Convert. In the meantime, more codes. Jogi, shard mode. 100 artifact recipes, which is completely ass. Uncommon blessing stone chest 3. Uncommon blessing stones. Whatever is that. And gold.
if you couldn't tell, and support people you guys to be the guys.
Absolutely.
Did I reach? Am I already
In the
live?
future, I see a lot of people asking for it. Sadly, not today.
I am
but will
live.
take that
These
into
people are
account for
slow.
future live streams when these kinds of things go on. I learned you guys like the gameplay a little bit.
Talk
as
to me
well,
about
so
the Juggerman,
keep that in
dude.
consideration and
Give me the
for
rewards that I'm looking
I
for.
really think we have honestly the best communities out there in all of games and stuff like that. So
This is how entertained I am right now.
Me too. And I hope
Mhm.
to see all of you here again next time.
Are you guys actually done?
all right, everybody.
So you guys didn't even talk about the Juggerman. You didn't talk about the war exchange or the red judgments of the war reward for Juggermans. So the hard mode is gonna come out, but he didn't even accomplish anything because I believe you are not getting anything. He's giving us one of the best DPS so far
This power.
by a lot. For what? For recycling content that are not gonna give you anything, any reward whatsoever? Damn, talk about strategies. They hype up Cha. You shouldn't be pulling for Cha. I mean, with the white ticket. She is literally broken, and I don't talk nonsense when it comes for literal purpose of the word. Broken means the AI doesn't know how to use her, and not even the developer teams are giving you something. The developer teams are so freaking weird. Why didn't I announce what you're doing, Karen? I wasn't expecting to. I wasn't expecting to do this. I just had the time off, and I wanted to go to do a run, and I just came here and hey, it's gonna be live, so I might as well just come and just watch the entire thing live. And this is the other freaking stream. So I went through all this, and I see fixes, I see issues. They didn't talk about the Juggerman. This is effed up. to some degree because he's pretty good. He's doing exactly what I was afraid of because Hatsumi is not doing jack squat. Let me bring the volume down here.
He gains super armor, but when he's hit, he loses.
Yeah, because Hatsumi is not doing jack squat. When it comes for his power gauge, Hatsumi is building the power gauge to the hunters that uses the ultimate by 20 seconds, 1% per second, total 20%, meaning 20 seconds, meaning jack squat because a full rotation is 20 to 25 seconds if you are slow and if you are doing it good. Otherwise, you're gonna last 30 seconds per rotation. And then Leo is going to use his freaking ultimate, meaning that I do not have to use the Titty Lady. I do not have to use the Titty Lady because Leo can masturbate. I mean, can finish his job by himself. He doesn't need the Titty Lady to finish the job off. Other thing that I noticed is that they didn't talk about the changes in Hatsumi. What up, Double Karen? Twitch is always going to lag. Doesn't matter what I do. If I change my setting to 720 or 1980, 980 to YouTube, the freaking the quality is gonna go down so hard, dramatically. It's tough. Maybe I'll change it. Maybe I'll figure it out later. But there is so much things that I have in mind, or things that I have to work with. Hatsumi, I was reading this. I was doing this live like, for every wind allied, the defense of the wind team's members increased by a percentage. And I was thinking, oh, Goto is HP. Hatsumi is HP. He's supposed to be the HP one, but since the motorcycle lady is copying Goto, then Nirman is copying also the defense percentage to Cha, then this is fucked up. And then you have to increase the HP of the entire team by a percentage. Oh yeah, I did it. I spent like 40 seconds reminiscing of bad technical difficulties when it comes for these people. YouTube is my boy. Leonard wasn't supposed to be Leonard your boy? I got a new chat 69 now. The other one was broken, so I have to use another one. So that's another thing that actually caught my attention. He's self-sufficient. He is doing exactly what I was expecting him to do because of all the lacking capabilities that the freaking Hatsumi has, which is good because by the time a new freaking wind support arrives, this boy is gonna have he has to fight mobs with 2 condoms. Is what I'm trying to say. Let me try to fix this. Here you go. The mobs are gonna get it.
Oh,
You know,
Okay, so that's another thing that caught my attention. Things that I didn't see
let me know if it gets.
because I was watching. What is this boy? I was watching the leaks as well because I was watching Sags leaking all this bullshit, and I was paying attention to the ladies. Because the ladies' information is out to some degree, and I saw that one of the ladies, what is the lady here? One of the ladies says, Wind Hunter Fire DPS, which there is a question mark over here, unfortunately, and makes me think that A10 is already already in your back. You have freaking A12. I still have fucking Gary Og over here because I knew you're gonna do that shit. What is Gary? Gary, I know Gary's here. Here you go. Here you go, that's just for me over here. You guys want to vote for Leo? He's not out yet? Well, I have an A12. Son of a bitch. So, for the other one. So, the one that I have been thinking is, if this latest arrives, there can be SSRs. No problem at all. They can be pulled for whatever. I don't care. But, what I have been thinking is that this latest is the SSR Hunters versions of the SSR weapons, random weapons that you have been getting that normally you can get in A5 completely easily. So maybe these girls will be just like the Winbow that you have for the big boy for Son Jinwoo. You see my point here, which is good because what I was expecting for me, for example, I want for the dragon a team of 6 freaking supports. I want just like you're doing with the fire one. You have max defense penetration that you can do so much freaking. You can do 20 billion with just Son Jinwoo. But what about you have 6 support? If she is a DPS hunter as well, they can actually support that bring you defense penetration as well. So, for example, I will take it. I will add it over there. Hansemi, go choke in a carrot. You are fire. You are not wind anymore. You are fire. And this lady over here, she's not going to arrive until 3 months. She's until the next one. As far as the information that we have before, Wayhand. Leonard is my last, my last boy that I pull next. One will be in September. This September for the Succubus lady or whatever DPS hunter, which is what I have been thinking. Leonard is a mage, as we were expecting, mage, right? But when you see the Juggerman scale boots, it says ranger as well, and I was expecting the next DPS dark or fire to be a ranger. So that's something to have in mind. So we have these ones, and the fire one is the one that is gonna arrive soonish. I don't know where the fire one went. Should be somewhere here. See clothes. Well, you see these ladies over here. So this comes in 20. This coming in 1 month. These two, and the other one's coming in like in 3 months. It doesn't say though. Where is it? So that's Alicia over here. That's the one for the 1 year anniversary, which is gonna be free. You can buy all this stuff as well, because why not? You have all the gems. I was expecting at least you have a great ear, A, B, C, or D, and I was expecting what will the hell would you actually craft the D or D or B or whatever? It's because you get the little things that you get. For example, the one that will give you 3 per key. So you get 4 keys. You get 12 per day. Just in 2 days, you get at least 1 that you can actually craft. So you want to craft an inferior one, you can, although I don't recommend it at the beginning. But the thing here with the chaos one is that you have to do 30, 29, 28 in order. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go straight to the end. So you get 3 by just 1 key. It's what I see. At least that's the math that I happen to craft by the developer notes. Fuck the ladies about artifacts and him. I saw that for the artifacts, the system, these people were using the skill 1, Infamy, and once again, Leonard. I want to showcase this because he was fighting with Leonard, and I know it is. What is it? Pay attention to his freaking MP. The MP says 1000. Do you see the MP going down at any moment? I know this is a test build they have for them. I don't think the test build is completely built out of a hack version that you have infinite MP. So I know that he recovers MP every time he uses that. You have 12 stacks of analysis. When the analysis ends, you get the whatever other stacks that you become super armored. So your analysis doesn't go down, but the super armor is up all the time, and you, instead of just having defense percentage increase and mana increase, you also have critical hit damage. He doesn't have critical hit rate built, and I need to know what changes are they going to introduce with critical hit rate with Hansemi. That's why the core that I built for the defense one for him is crit rate. That's what I have in mind. I also have an increase in increase in mana as well for HP with the core that allows you to the HP one, the purple one. But I see his freaking mana. Does he actually need it? No, I'm gonna try to look for something that will give me more something. I don't know. I'm gonna look for it. Why not one hit kill? That's what I've been thinking. Okay. Did I have this over here? Yeah, remember I sent you that information about the obsidian, 2 pieces of 1 hit kill, and that's what I have in the list, right? My mama increase. My mama is racing. Come on, get down with the sickness. Your mama get off. Come on, get down with the sickness. Leonard is the gift that has been given to me. I can see the surface, the mana he's raising. Don't try to deny what I have. Oh, you give it to me. Okay, whatever. You get the point. What else did I actually notice over here? The watch is fine because his dad have his freaking watch up his ass for in the entire war, and he have it. That's the story. I saw the movie. And what else do we have here? So yeah, I was thinking of using the 82%. I showed you the map. You told me go to sleep. My brain was no. This is the map, by the way, of how the Titty Lady is giving you not just the ultimate every single time, but the damage increase as well. So Hansemi is doing work. If the ultimate is not as something that should be put into theory. Now the 10-meter paralysis is a nerf by a long shot, because I didn't see any paralysis coming from nowhere, and all the tests that I have seen this boy do fighting, I didn't see any paralysis whatsoever. So fast, so they can do ultimate many times. No, it's not just so fast. It's just do it normally. Normally with an as an A2 support class, just like Jaina, just like the Titty Lady. Hansemino, he's his own support power gauge. So he's an excellent. He's support. It's normal now. Every single rotation, you have to have the ultimate ready. That's the standard. Every single rotation, you can break immediately with the breaker. That's the standard. That's the new standard. You see what I mean? Hansemi get works, so tomorrow will be better than what is now. So he's gonna have a rework on just on the hair A5. And the A5 has to have a defense percentage increase, and I hope that they also increase the crit rate. That's what I'm expecting. At least the crit rate is not guaranteed, but the team doesn't have any crit rate to be spoken of. Otherwise, the Titty Lady is also on the list. And the blindfold challenge is also on the list. I have an A10. Yeah, I know you have an A10. Everything you have is fucking A12. And now I was thinking, how do I do the blind challenge? The thing that I have with fucking Cha was good. It was all excellent rotation. Now the synergy with is so good that he does damage over time, meaning that as I keep saying for several thousands of years, when Jesus was reborn to this world, was that the DPS has to remain on the field as much time as possible. Now he is doing damage even when he is off the field, meaning that he is an excellent DPS, because while the other characters are doing attack, they're recovering MP, they're recovering power gauge and doing the ultimate as well, he can come back and he have everything replenished. He doesn't have to worry about his power of the power gauge. He doesn't have to worry about his MP. So and his MP was 1000. So I need to see the percentage. All this is fine and good, but the problem with all these showcases is that by the way, something I mentioned here as well, the problem with all these showcases is that they don't show exactly how much it is. I need to know if it's by 3%, 5%, or 20%. When the elemental increased by A1, I'm expecting at least 15%. I don't want to see the 10% anymore. He's in class 3 already. It still has been 1 year. I want to find one that increases the freaking percentage by 50% eventually. So they're not increasing that. Maybe they will actually save it up for a rework later on when he's not doing as much HP. Because the new lolly is frankly, is doing more damage with his boo-boo little toy ducky. So you understand what I'm trying to say now, eventually. Don't take that to heart, but it's the possibility then. The possibilities are endless. So what I mentioned before about Goto, when Goto came out and everyone was freaking jumping their ship saying, "Hey God," I should have some music or something. Where Goto was saying, "What am I watching here? Is this Saf?" It's Saf. Whatever. Whatever. It's not gonna be music. I wasn't not prepared for this, okay? But what I was thinking here, when everyone else was jumping their ship saying, "Oh God, he's doing so much damage. He's doing as much damage as freaking the rabbit lady." The rabbit. You know what I'm talking about. First of all, she was a class 2, first generation, second class DPS. Who was the first, second DPS. He was the first, second class DPS. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why her damage was better than Alicia, because the rabbit lady was second class, Alicia was a class 1. But Goto is far in advancing modes, and the points is stacked so high that even he's a breaker, he's doing as much, if not the same amount of damage, if not more damage, depending on the situation, than the rabbit lady. So for the DPS, which is has to be a class 3 to replace the rabbit lady, should be doing at least, based on all the damage increase that we have seen so far with all the DPSs, like Thomas, the Fire Lady, Cha, the Nearman is gonna have at least minimum 3 times to a max 6 times more damage than the Rabbit Lady. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the damage on the totem, the little thing in the center. So we got Goto, 97, 96. Attack, 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 attack. 87, 96. You see that? Okay, that's Goto. How many skills? He used many skills, whatever. But he wasted 10 seconds of doing damage over there. Because he can expand his skills, but it's DPS, Deep Penetration System. I mean, damage per second. It's not about how much damage can you do, it's how fast can you do it. Now watch this. It says 95, that's fine. 94, Hansemi doing her job. Leonard, 93. Well, the damage, the freaking, is gone. I don't know where the freaking, it's gone. Poof. So that's what I'm trying to explain about the DPSs. And that's why you shouldn't be attached to one character. You shouldn't be getting into A10 unless it's the main badass DPS. And you should know that it's a badass DPS, but all the time had passed when you still don't have it. Well, you got the point there. 95 on the boss. But pay attention to the boss damage. Wait, what is the fucking boss damage? Oh, here we go. Yeah, there is a huge differences between 5% and 20. In the meantime, Goto have no use the ultimate in the boss as well. He also used the combination of Hansemi as well to enter as well. But you don't believe that of course the damage key just keep going because the shadows and the fucking Lunar is still dead, and god damn it, bye bye bitch. But the thing here is that when he is gone, because he is gone, the damage is still raining down. It's freaking Armageddon over here. It's just like the fire team, synergy team, where you see the fires coming for Ezreal, and you also see the buff coming for the QTEs that you have for the freaking damage increase by the attack percentage that you have by using the QTE for the outstanding ability and the other one as well. So all that applies. The synergy is still there because that last 9 seconds I counted that freaking thing. That thing does 5 times more damage than the freaking core. His core can be used 5 times and a period of 15 seconds, but his first skill is just there. It's just there. It takes 20 seconds on the first and second skill. That is a lot, but his A5 will decrease the time of the first and second skill. I don't know how much exactly. This is why I don't like watching these showcases. The reason I'm doing this one is because, well, I have the time off. And second, I'm not gonna be happy about any releases for a long while. Maybe the next light DPS might be Leo. How the things are going. But that's something to have in mind. That's the reason I just popping up here and see what is going on. And that's it. Let's go to not doing Jack Squad right now. What else did I miss here? So yeah, they didn't speak about the rewards, about the WOBL, because there is nothing there. There is just an adjustment. There is nothing to be calling for home. This is gonna be extremely annoying. It's gonna be light and dark. My Fury is A0. I think it's A1, but I haven't even increased it, and I'm looking forward to it. I just reset the skills for Charlotte because there is a mana power extract that I wanted for the shadows. I want to max the shadows eventually, so I'm collecting all the power mana extracts. But that's what I have. And my time. The hell is a breaker? Goto. Well, yeah, that's exactly. It's a breaker. Is you actually referring to Goto? It's a breaker. You can call him DPS breaker, whatever. He's just a breaker. Is that the case? What I keep saying. Lead the way to the DPS. Win team supremacy. Put it that way. So we have these over here. You got A, B, or C, depending of the ranks. You will require less. That is just my hypothesis. They didn't even show that because it's freaking people doesn't know what they're doing. But it says 4%. Unfortunately, over here. For this one, which is max, and this one's a showcasing 5%, the leaks shows 5.4. $5? You can get it for $5. Pero 5% is good. 450 flat is good as well. 5% is good as well. 5% plus another 4 times. That is 20% increase in HP. Plus 1% times 8, so That's 28% HP increase. 28% HP increase, 28% defense, 28% attack. He didn't show the other ones, did he? I need to see the other two. And a yellows and purple, please, which I didn't even see. Let me see. No, he didn't showcase. I was annoyed about this because now we have to wait another 4 months for the gems to be increased. I don't want gems 2. Gems 2 is why? Why? You want the gold beer one? I don't know. I'm paying attention of the damages, all of the combat power as well. I see that 15 is 1 million. That's fine. I see that it's 2.1. He have a 5, 9, 9, and 10, 10. And obviously this and that and this is already full, so he have all of these things. He doesn't have the gems done, so he doesn't have the power of the gems. He doesn't have the freaking shadow as well. He didn't showcase the shadow. Why didn't he showcase the shadow? Why didn't he speak about the shadows? Neither. The shadow is going to be released tomorrow. It's supposed to be releasing tomorrow. I'm talking about it. It's releasing stuff. This is like a freaking wheel cheese wheel. What else did I miss here? Because this is Jazz Squad. Let me get out of the other screen. And yeah, they didn't showcase Jazz Squad, right? Right? No shadow tomorrow?
No, just
Nuts. Why?
Show us hard mode yogurt.
Does she have fucking fangs? Jackie, what the hell? She got fangs. Look at this. Look at Jackie's fangs. Yeah, look at this. She got fangs. Oh, it's just a compression. It's just YouTube compression. Yeah. Just be careful, Prism. That looks delicious.
Show us hard mode yogurt.
No, those are real fangs. Goddamn.
They brought it, and then I think I was a C rank hunter in Korea. So, you know, definitely not Leonard.
What is
So
this?
I'm like, why is Tusk in my first spot?
Anything else that I miss here?
Hope you
No,
guys
it's just
like
these codes. Do we have anything else here though? Because she again with the freaking yeah, the freaking French dog, like even this is remember my complaint about why in the world do I care about this information be released 5 minutes the official information is released? Why? Is the update over here? Hold on, let me see. Okay. When was this? June 3. That's a long time ago, dude. Reverse new chapter adjustment for the story stages. Workshop, distorted sanctuary, hard mode, and original workshop of Beyond Light dungeons. Difficulty reward adjustments. Yeah, it's just gonna be a reward adjustment. Oh, so disappointed. The information is shit. Yes, I wanted information 5 months ago. Damn it. And core missions, new boss, chief, Ugo's gem rank expansions. New Hunter SSR Linar, new start, check and give, daily missions, wanted workshop, 1 year together with our hunters, new hunter rate of celebrations. The dice, I got another weapon. Just today at the end, I went through the last 4 tickets for my main account chat. My second account got it the first day. I just got this one. I was thinking, oh boy, oh the next one is gonna be dice. Oh, he's gonna be so disappointed. But we're gonna be pulling for a lot of Leonards, so it's good because we're gonna have his weapon at least to a high advancements. New Hunter Radar Celebration Grow Tournament, Shining Opportunities, new packages, Hunter Association's premium subscription benefits adjustments, Mana Crystalline Change, new packages, increase and change of the limits, break, blah blah blah, new daily grosses per month, blah blah blah. Other improvements, balance adjustments, and for the some hunters and some Genu's weapons, they didn't mention this about at all. I need to watch what is gonna be so much because this guy is gonna be rivaling something. No. Increase the drop rate on dice event. I don't know what you mean by that. Increase the drop rate of dice event. I don't know what you mean by that at all. Drop rates of what exactly? What are they dropping? Rates of what? To use the shard of Juggerman, blah blah blah, conversion rate. I do not like the cores you get with the fucking big boy. I want the cores for Baron. Damn it, are better. Artifact management and crafting quality of life. Bullshit. This is complete bullshit. Battlefield Trials, challenge new season, blah blah blah. Battlefield of Time season 11, balance adjustments. They haven't say anything about this. What are they going to rebalance? More HP, less this, less that? What exactly? They upgraded. Yeah, but I have no idea what exactly. I had to see, or maybe I wouldn't see any difference in any chance whatsoever. Guild boss change, and all out guild war improvement. Boy, we destroy B rank this time as well, and I believe we are staying in B rank. So I don't know if the rewards for B3, I don't remember. So the top B is better than the lower A, but I'm sure it feels better just being number 1. A nice placebo, but I don't have to worry much about that. Gain is because we are just, another I think about it, we're just like 6 people. All right, you and me, of course, we're doing damage with our second accounts as well, but it's more about the quantity of people. Even though they're do a lot of damage, and they can get to 30 accounts as well, so they count as well. So we're just doing it with like 6 people. So gain new rewards. They didn't mention about this. What new rewards are these? What is new here? Are they gonna give you the fucking I don't know. I want artifact crafting materials. I want more shadow stuff. Lich have not done jack squad. Lich gave you a fish. You don't have to fish. Capish? Just asking, like, why? Just asking why. Why are you using that? Why? Because I can just go to the YouTube channel and watch the stuff. It's not gonna be the same. I need to know why. It's like I give you a hammer and I ask you, I need you to build the best sword you can ever have. You have fire over there, so you put the fucking thing inside the fire and you start hammering, but you're not gonna forge a blade. Just asking. New special operation lists. I have no idea what it is. Maybe it is a cooperation list that you can use in the team for other people to use in the guilds or whatever. I don't know. New lobby screen capture feature. Maybe you can take pictures in the lobby. Still good fish. Fish get rotten, dude. Don't eat the fish. That's the sound from System of a Down. What is the song? When the murmurs cry and you angels fly, don't you ever believe you get stuck in the sky? Don't ever get stuck in the sky when you're high. Don't ever get stuck in the sky. So it's enough for that. In case you don't know, you have issues. Other content improvement changes, other improvement bug fixes, and maintenance gates 500. Okay. So ending pure whatever princess. Go to Ryu. Valkyrie, Oath, currency. Yeah, I have to make sure to went through the entire source a few times. It's just to make sure that I'm not skipping things, because I skipped some things back then and I didn't have everything I was looking for. So really not excited about all the content that is gonna be releasing, and I'm good about the new system. Would allow us to get combat power and whatever. I'm excited to actually try to do the blind challenge. That's what I'm excited about in my end. This is the one with this stream. Other than that, I have nothing else. I just had to be waiting. So this season I will not call him. Just won the trophy from both. Did you actually get it? Because if that's were to be the case, then you shouldn't have any issue getting it every single time. And yeah, that was the stream. I don't think there is nothing else to be lurking around. We are done. I am going to take a good break, and I don't know if I want to come back at 2 a.m. and do the streams. Everybody's gonna be watching the two big boys, fucking whatever, all these people accounts, all these whales, just whatever. So I don't think I'm going to come back at 2 a.m. So I'm just gonna do I'm just gonna go out running, get my blood pumping, do the my top 1000 with my main account because my mobile. I know I'm gonna be easily being able to do it, and I'm gonna come back to do the streams on the afternoon, just like every single time. I might actually start more earlier for everybody else. You don't know how gonna be to. You're gonna have the chance to go to college that day. I believe you took it off just to ensure yourself and indulge yourself into the collecting of badges is over here. Yeah, the thing is when so I'm gonna come back much earlier, but it has to be tomorrow. So I'm gonna start at my time around 3 p.m. Just add 5 hours on your time, or maybe even earlier. I don't know. How are you? I might actually just do it earlier because these people are gonna stream much earlier as well. Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is Wednesday, not Thursday. So yeah, I might actually start at 3 p.m. in my area. Come on, dude. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow is today. You are 5 hours in front of me. 3:21. Yeah, 5 hours. So 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah. I'll text you. I'll text you before I start doing it. Between 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. is what I want to start streaming tomorrow, because I want everybody to have the opportunity. I don't want to just do it too late for everyone that comes from school and all this stuff as well. So that's that. I'm also gonna try to. Don't forget again the what. I will send you I will send you a text when I'm about to go out. But I also gonna try to get the blind challenge as well. Trying to see how far can I get it. So people are saying that his combat power is gonna be 1.9 to message me. Yeah, I will. They're gonna be saying that his combat power is gonna go to 1.9 to 2 million because of the 2 stars, because it applies another 50,000, which in this case 50,000 is really not nothing when you cost 2 million. But I don't think it's gonna be the case. Because those are just leaks, and the leaks changes, and I believe it has to be 1.6. If they follow the same structure as the other ones, should be 1.6 million, when with the other 2 stars will be 1.7 million. That should be the case. If it's higher, I don't care, but that should be the norm. Either way, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have less than 3 hours. No, less than 4 hours. 3 hours and 3 hours and 37 minutes. This is the shit. I don't believe it. It's gonna take 3 hours, whatever. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go out running. I'm gonna do my stuff. I'm gonna see what tests do they do. I don't believe I need to see tests of what I already have seen and how I have been preparing myself. I already have a good amount of artifacts that I'm willing to switch to Leonard over there, and I have been preparing myself for him to be my main DPS for the next 3 months. So Thomas, the big boy, he's gonna take in a seat. He's gonna be taking a seat for a long time, and that's that. See you in a while. See you tomorrow. See you in. See you in 14 hours. 14 hours? 10 p.m. No, 16 hours. Wow, a little time. Okay, see you in 16 hours. Let's see how much things have changed. How much the trajectory of all the things that we have been working on has been panning on, and I hope you should be able to do it as well. Like the first fucking 20 minutes, depending on what you do. Yeah, the 16 hours because it's 10 p.m. And until I'm gonna be streaming at 2 p.m. tomorrow in my area. It's 10 p.m. already. But you get the idea. See you in 16 hours. We'll see how things goes, and if I'm missing anything, you guys know where to reach me. I'm gonna be under the same bridge every single time. Don't forget to watch all my shit 10 times in all your devices. Tell your families, mom and friends, and all the stuff. And is that a green light? Can I zoom in? The hell is this? The hell is that?